friends, how are you? This is the Chaldonut speaking, and welcome back to another episode of Oliver Horn's map. Today, against my better judgment, we are going to be going back down towards that cave we explored yesterday, and I suppose it's not really against my better judgment at this point. I mean, we have pretty much secured the area. Oh yay, no more hunger, sweet. We'll need some bread now to up that saturation level. Anyway, I suppose it is not, as I was saying, really against my better judgment, because we did do a pretty good job of lighting up the area. What is against my better judgment, you ask? Well, jumping down this cliff, as I am preparing to do. We made it. Okay. More narrowly than I would have liked, but we did make it. Anyway, the reason why I'm coming down here is because we were at level, like, 100 up there. And that means that we would have had a very difficult time getting down to low levels and finding natural caves, if there are such things, in this world. I do not know if there are, but if there are, then we have no chance of finding them up there. So I figure we need to come down here and set up a mine. Eventually, I also want to do stuff like build an actual base, not just a little camp, things like that. But right now, my priority is getting... Alright, let's get some dirt here. Is getting diamonds and other key resources. So we are going to set up a little mine here. We're going to see how well this goes. It might not go particularly well, we'll see. But it's going to be 2 by 2, and we're going to go down into the depths of this world and see if we can find diamonds. Because if we can do that, we have a lot of levels, we can get some enchants, hopefully. We do have the lapis for it. And then, that means also that we're going to be able to go to the nether, and hopefully we'll be able to find a end portal, because Oliver Horn did hint at that when I asked him if there was a clear goal in this map. So I'm guessing there is one somewhere, which would mean that perhaps that's what our objective should be in this world, is to actually beat the game. And I'm not sure, I can't remember. Have I ever actually... This has come up before. I don't remember if I've ever actually beaten the game. I've beaten it in Captive Minecraft 2, I think. I think I beat the game? Yeah, I beat the game. I beat the game in Captive Minecraft 2, so I have beaten the Ender Dragon before, but not very often. That's probably the only instance I can think of where I actually beat the dragon in what can be considered a single-player world. Nothing else comes to mind at the moment. And I should save this pick, so I'm going to save the rest of it. The rest of its 100 durability, although I can smelt more iron if I really need to. I'm going to save the rest of it for diamonds, gold, and redstone once we actually find a cave, hopefully. And I am qualifying that statement with hopefully, because, again, I don't really know what there is in the way of caves and things of that sort down here. And let's see. Okay, good. No mobs can spawn. Alright, well, there is dirt. That's a good sign, usually. Dirt typically means caves. So we are heading towards something. I don't know what yet, but we will find out shortly, I presume. Gosh, this pick is slow. I really hope we get some enchants soon. That would be great. Alright, we are at level 20 now. We are in diamond territory. Hopefully we find some soon. Alright, let's put up a light. You guys still need to be able to see, even if we're doing something a little monotonous right now. In any case, this will give us access to the lower levels of the world, even if we don't find anything this time. Come on. Alright, we're going to dig all the way to bedrock in case there's something down here for us. But most likely there's not going to be anything. Though I did see some iron that we passed here as we were climbing down that I did not mine. It's right there. Yep. So we'll check that out, see how much is there after we hit bedrock, which should happen in about 10 seconds, I would guess. Maybe a little less than that. Is it on a super flat world, I wonder? Might be. Anyway, we struck gold. And, also some iron here. And it appears that this was built upon a super flat landscape, as there is no variation in the bedrock on the ground. I'm not sure exactly how bedrock works. I think it is a little varied. What's the term for that? Noise? Is that the term you would use in that situation? I don't know. But anyway, there is some variation of the bedrock level, in the bedrock level, I should say, in normal world. So I presume this was built from the ground up on a super flat, which means any quote-unquote natural caves are, in fact, man-made, I would presume. So, that being said, we know a little bit more about the map, given that fact. However, it leaves us with some interesting questions, and I should actually head back down. Are diamonds actually going to be at what is normally considered diamond level? And B, where, in what direction do we go from this point? Because, there are no caves in what we've found, and it's quite possible that there aren't any, aside from, the giant ones we've been seeing, which appear to have some iron, but are at what I would think is too high a level to actually have the resources we need, which are diamond, gold, and redstone. The only one of which, of course, we have not found being diamonds, which is the one we really needed anyway. However, I've decided that the direction we need to go is south, I mean, it's a good direction. We're all pretty familiar with it. I think there's no problem with going this way. I could have gone southeast or southwest, but I decided, you know what? Why not south? It's the average of the two. So there we go. We're going south. Sometimes that's not seen as a good thing symbolically and whatnot, but who cares? Maybe I'm just trying to make a super cool metaphor that you guys haven't picked up on yet. That's not what's going on, but oh well. If there's one good thing that's happening here as we dig in a straight line, we have we have collected quite a bit of cobble. Yes, we found cobble! It's so rare and hard to obtain. Anyway, let's keep going. Off we go. I have no idea when we're going to find something. We're level 12, which isn't a bad spot to be. Though I'm guessing that we're going to be able to head in this direction forever and never find anything. So we're going to head back. I'm going to assume that there's nothing for us to find here, and therefore, it's probably best for us to go climb up in our little staircase and head home. We came away 21 iron ore richer, 45 redstone, and 1 gold ore richer, which is pretty good. Not perhaps our best expedition ever, given the amount of time we had to spend digging straight down. But it did confirm some things for us, things that maybe we could have suspected. But A, again, it's a super flat world. B, caves are going to be man-made, which is based on conclusion A. And then conclusion C, that resources, for the most part, are more likely to be found in little pockets in the walls than in giant caves. That's not right. Than in natural caves. I shouldn't say giant caves. Because, of course, there are some resources in giant caves, such as this one. We know that for a fact, because we've been in them. But, anyway, we found some resources, but the result is indeed a little disappointing. though we did learn some things about the world. I am disappointed to know that we're not going to be able to find many caves at low levels, it seems. Or at least I am assuming that there aren't many low-level caves. I'm guessing most caves are pretty close to the surface, if not actually at the surface, based on what we have seen so far, which is somewhat discouraging of future exploration into the depths of the world. So, what I think I want to do with the rest of our time today, on the note of exploration, I don't know why I'm pulling up instead of finding vines to do this with. It's kind of bad, as it is A, taking too long, and B, it's sort of defacing the cliff and making it look far worse than it did before. Also, what is my deal with lists today? I am using so many lists, it's kind of scary. Note to self, light this area up at some point. We really need to do that. Oh, it's wonderful. Everything's burning. Woohoo! Alright, let's grab a bed. I have a plan today for the rest of the episode. We don't need redstone, and we most certainly do not need that gold. Alright, that's all we need. We are going. Wait, not yet. Hang on. Okay, there's no more wheat in here. I was gonna breed the cows. Forget that! We're going back to the center of the map. We might not make it there this episode, but we have a bed because I want to be able to go get my stuff if we die. And I think it's pretty much just follow the path as far as figuring out where you need to go to get to the center and to come back. So I'm not concerned about that issue. And I'm going to turn off F3 now because we're not mining and there's no reason to have it on. Realistically, I should stop to let the hunger run out, but I'm not going to bother. It's fine. That's what killing zombies is for, to get more rotten flesh. Who needs to conserve it? Zombies are everywhere. Anyway, we are going to be heading back on the path to the center of the map because I just remembered that we had that unexplored cave at the center. Well, we tried to explore it. We didn't really have enough torches. I'm pretty sure we had like 3 overall going into even the first cave we went into in that area. And based on that, alright, let's eat this rotten flesh. And based on that, I think we should probably give exploring that another go, because we're a little more prepared now. We have some actual gear, and therefore this should go much better. And then, on a second note, also, considering that we have not found diamonds in any other location on the map, that's probably our best shot at finding diamonds, is going to the center. And if you don't remember what that was, guys, it was basically that desert area. It's in the thumbnail of all the videos for the series. So, basically just look at the thumbnail if you need a picture right now. But otherwise, desert surrounded by mountains is about all you need to know. Sweet, arrows for the bow. And bones. I can use that to grow more wheat later. And breed the cows, because we still desperately need food, overall. So 2 bread and 5 rotten flesh. We are short, by all means, on food, which is not a good thing. We're going to have to see if we can find more food at spawn. I'm not even sure I can really call this spawn. But anyway, that's the ruin. We are familiar with that location. There was a map in there that I wish I still had, but alas, I do not. Anyway, we need to go in there. That's the direction we need to head. We could follow the path, but there's no reason to. We know where we're going at this point. Alright, and now let's eat the last of our rotten flesh, I think. Alright, let's try to stand still now, because we kind of do want to conserve this until we can find more zombies to kill, which might take a while, especially because it's still daytime. Not saying I really want it to be night, but might actually help given the situation. And let's get this, this bed on the hotbar so we don't forget that it's there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we can move again. Beast. Now let's pick up some wood here. And there we go. Just because we're going to need to make charcoal, I'm sure. We have a little bit more coal right here. So we can make a few more torches right now. But we're going to need more later. So let's grab some wood while we're still here and while it's daytime, I figure. So there we go. That's probably enough wood, but let's get even a little more because I don't want to be unprepared. Because there was a lot of that in previous episodes, for sure. So let's mine this up. Mine is a weird word to use here. Okay. Anyway, 31, 32. That's half a stack. We're probably fine. I say probably. I don't really know. Anyway, bread. Perfect opportunity to consume it, because it'll fill the hunger bar entirely. Now let's head up, shall we? We have a lot more blocks this time around, say that much. We're going to be able to make a heck of a lot of furnaces if we actually come up with the need for them. Alright, 2 already. And here we are. I'm going to try not to take damage if I can. I say as I take fall damage. Anyway, we're going to try to follow the mountain down to avoid as much fall damage as we can, because regen takes away saturation, and I don't really need to regen so much as I need to sprint. That is the big thing. Anyway, we might not actually have enough time to explore the cave this episode. I'm not even entirely sure where it is. I remember what it looks like, but it'll take us some time to find it. Well, hang on. You know what might help, guys? Upping my render distance. I'm still on my settings that I use for TNT wizards, and this is not TNT wizards, though it does have lots of leaves. I'm tempted to explore that, but we're going to come back to it later, because there's a cave up ahead that I think is a lot better. The one that we were exploring last time. I remember there being some resources in it that we lost. For all I know, we might be able to get them back. I don't know how long we have the chunks loaded. And yes, there are a lot of caves here, so this is a long-term exploration mission, I hope. I hope I remember to make it that. And unfortunately, we are running low on food, and we need to find stuff quickly. Alright, let's get up here. Come on. Alright, where is the thing? Come on. Is it not in this area? It might not be in this area. Or it might be over there. See, that's the problem with navigating this kind of place. I really don't know where I'm supposed to go. But let's do this. Come over. And we're just going to build way across to here. And then we're going to walk over this way and see if we can find out where this cave is before we have to leave for the episode. Because we are approaching the 20-minute mark, and I don't want to run too long. This looks a little better. Whoa, what is that? Alright, we're checking that out, but I think the cave is down that way by following the path. Like, if we follow the path, I'm sure that's where we're gonna end up. But this is a little more important, because there's a giant gaping hole in the world right over there with some mossy cobble, which is like the universal mapmaker's code for go in here if you want to die. Alright, oh, we've been here before, okay. I remember what that is. Yeah, we've been there. That was like first episode exploration. We gotta wait 30 seconds, don't we? Alright, well anyway, I'll just talk to you for a second. So, down this path we're gonna find the cave, and then we're gonna light up a little bit of it, set up a teeny base of operations, I think, and then we're gonna stop for the episode. So, that is an old cave. We explored it a long time ago, in like the first episode. We didn't have many torches, so you couldn't see it that well, but we know that there's not really a whole lot of interest there. Anyway, we can now keep going. We're going to eat. No no more regen for the rest of the time until we get rotten flesh again. Good to know. I gotta be a little more judicious here with my use of food in the future and of health, because both of those resources are now limited. Alright, so this is the entrance I was talking about. We've got Mossy Cobble again, universal symbol for don't go in here unless you want to die, or go in here if you want to get loot. Now let's set up our base of operations. We're going to block that off right away, because I do not want to get into any trouble here. We're going to light up our own little base here, and then that is where we need to go. So we're going to set up a bed. No, we're not going to put it there. I want to put it where it's a little safer, so there. And then we're going to put, let's spider-proof this thing. Spider-proof, and spider-proof, spider-proof, boom, boom, spider-proof. Okay. And then we're going to do this, to spider-proof this part. Thank goodness we have so much cobble right now. There we go. Spider-proof it, spider-proof it, spider-proof it, spider-proof it, spider-proof it. Boom, boom, boom. No spiders getting in now. Okay. We are now secure. We're going to put down our furnaces. And we're going to set up a crafting table. We're going to make 2 of them, actually. One of which we're going to leave here, and one that we're going to take with us. Now, it's not nighttime yet, so we can't sleep, unfortunately. I want to do that so I don't have to worry about remembering to next episode, because that will be a ways away, and I'm not sure I can trust my memory to do that. Hang on. Let's grab that. I actually want to save that piece of coal, and we'll exchange it for 2 pieces of wood. There we are. Don't really need the wood. Alright, let's see. Yes, we can sleep! Hurrah! Alright, we can sleep. That's good. Now, to make sure we can wake up here, because there is a pretty high chance we're going to die, at least one time exploring this place, I am going to clear out the entire area here. I'm pretty sure I don't need to clear out all this stuff, but I want there to be absolutely no chance of our bed being obstructed. So there we go. Anyway, we don't have a whole lot of time to explore, but to give you a demo of how we're going to explore, we're going to do this, kill you, advance forward. Just to let you know, guys, my recording randomly stopped. I don't know why. I must have accidentally bumped the F9 button while I was killing stuff. But anyway, this was the demo I gave you of how we're going to explore. We're going to move up, light an area up, block off when we encounter a mob, and then keep going. So this is about how far I got. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe if you did. This has been the Chaldonut speaking. Goodbye, friends, and I will see you all next time. Some more of Oliver Horn's Survival.